Okay, so this video is to help you do pages 6 and 7. Previously, we've been simplifying trig expressions and verifying identities, so now we're going to use those algebra skills to solve equations. So on page 6, number 1a says sine x equals 1/2. So you're looking for all the values of sine of x where it equals 1/2. Well, sine is negative down here in the bottom two quadrants in 3 and 4, so it can't be there. And in fact, it happens at these two angles, at pi over 6 and 5 pi over 6. So x is going to equal pi over 6 and 5 pi over 6. However, there's no restriction here or anything like that, so we can go around and around and around the circle, or we can go in the negative direction. The whole circle, or the period for sine, is 2 pi, so we're going to do plus or minus 2 pi n on both of our answers to account for all the answers no matter how many times we go around the circle and no matter what direction. Letter B says that we have tangent of x equals 3. And if you think about the tangent graph for a second, it had two asymptotes and it did this. So we know somewhere along the line tangent's going to touch 3. But when we did our little table to graph tangent, we had 0, 1, 0, 0.61, 1.7, and undefined. None of those are 3. So this is where we have to use our calculator. And so I have an old school calculator, but my calculator right now is in degrees. So let's first do it in degrees. So I typed arctan of 3 and I pressed enter. So it's telling me that happens at 71.5651 or 565 degrees. So I'm just going to draw a little unit circle. It happens up here, 71.565 degrees. Now here's the deal. This is not an arctan function. I used an arctan function to find it. So arctan was restricted, if you remember, in those two quadrants, in the quadrants 1 and 4. However, this original problem, again, did not have arctangent in it, and so you have to account for the other answer that you kind of got rid of. We used arctan to find that one. There was no restriction or arctan on this problem to begin with, so there is also an answer down here that you have to find as well. But here's the beauty of it. Tangent's period is pi, so if I go from here to here, I'm going to find the other answer, pi or 180 degrees. And if I go from here to here, I'm going to find the other answer. So you don't really need to find the value of it. You just know that tangent's value is, or tangent's period is pi. And now we can know that my x is going to equal 71.565 degrees plus or minus 180 degrees n. And if we were to write it in radians, because that's what we're normally going to do, you can either change your calculator and leave it in radians, which is where it really should be, or you